Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Taurus, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Taurus, I hope that you're doing well. I wanted to show you this beautiful citrine smoky quartz crystal that I have on the desk today for your reading. Kind of embodying the sun and the shadow energies. For your reading today, I'm going to be using two new decks that I have. One is the Rose Oracle for the overall energy, and for your tarot is going to be the Tarot Landscapes. So, cards have been appreciated. You know what I didn't do though? I'm going to burn some Palo Santo just to clear the energy, to make sure that everything is going well. Did that not catch? This seems relevant because normally I burn before I even turn on the camera. So I almost feel like Spirit wants to say that that's relevant. Like there could be something, not that I want to say this was an afterthought, but there could be something for you that you treated as an afterthought. Take it as it resonates. We'll see if that comes up. It's just an initial feeling. Overall energy for Taurus, please. Overall energy for Taurus. The fertile void. Inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. Inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. See, there's a person lying here, kind of almost, you know what it reminds me of really? It reminds me of, well, kind of astral projection. But it also is kind of like speaking something up to the universe. I have a friend who is amazing, and she owns a crystal business. Excuse me. And her crystal business is called Live True Healing, and that's absolutely a plug because I get all my crystals from her, and she's a very dear friend and a spiritual guide for me, and has really been there for me. But on her Instagram page, at Live True Healing, she has been doing calls for prayer. So she's been doing prayers, and any prayer requests, she's asking people to submit them. I also have a dear friend who goes even further with her sacrifice for that process, and that friend actually does fasts, like physical fasts from eating, for any time that a friend asks her to pray for something. I've actually seen it in motion. I've seen her prayers come true. It's quite spectacular. So I feel like that energy of you sending up a prayer request to Spirit. But the first word is inner winter. So it kind of suggests to me that you've been in this hibernation stage in your life. and not in a negative way. I feel like it's purposeful, like a hermiting mode, that you've been resting, that you've been recuperating, and now I see the Four of Swords card in my mind. You are just taking a break, but in the meantime, you're still manifesting, you're still consorting with spirit. 3 cards for the base spread. 3 cards for clarifier. Past, present, future. Advice from spirit. I just have to, before I even pull the rest of the cards, I see the 3 of Pentacles, which is collaboration with spirit. So I just had to say that because it's so beautiful. What a beautiful synchronicity. Thank you, spirit. Past, present, future. For Taurus, please. For Taurus. Yeah. Lots of earth energy. Okay, 2 extra cards came out, and I will take them. So, 2 extra cards that came out. The Tower and the Death card. Yeah, both major arcana. When I say major arcana, I'm talking about the first 22 cards of the tarot deck, which represent archetypes of humanity. Very strong, divinely guided energies that wanted to pop out, make themselves known in your reading. Death and the Tower kind of go hand in hand because there's this great upheaval and this idea that there's going to be like a rebirth. Scorpio energy represented in both these cards. So strange too, because the friend I was just mentioning, the one who fasts when she takes in prayer requests, she's a Scorpio. So you could have a really strong Scorpio in your life or Scorpio in your chart. Scorpio deals with Pluto, deals with the darker energies, the shadow space. These are both very shadow space energies. It kind of talks to me about, well, it reinforces this energy, this shadow energy, but this talks to me about a huge moment of change in your life that really will serve to elevate you in the future. Like, it's kind of one of those pivotal life moments. It's like I see this kind of seagull and I see this turtle just inching towards the ocean. It's almost like right now you're sitting in make it or break it time. Make it, you're gonna make it or break it. Make it or break what? I see you here kind of flying towards a type of freedom. You're coming out from under the canopy into the light. Interesting how both these cards have representations of birds in them. I'm going to ask for, before I get into your reading, your main spread, I'm going to ask, what is it that you're getting freedom to? Wow. Another major arcana, the Justice card. Your spirit guides are heavily, heavily in your life, influencing you at this moment. The Justice card, Libra energy, number 11, talks about karmic balance. That's what this is all about. And finally, some kind of karmic balance is coming into play, and it hasn't been easy. This is the salmon swimming upstream, right? Makes no sense to me. Still doesn't make sense to me why they do that. But it's instinct. It's like Spirit is saying, like, raison d'être, right? The reason for being, right? the reason for being. It's like they're swimming upstream. The Justice card talks about an equilibrium in terms of your energy, that maybe you owed somebody some karmic balance, maybe they owed it to you, but you're going to spiritually come to a kind of resolve with whatever person or scenario this involves. It could also talk about legal matters, although I don't really, it could take it as it resonates, but that I'm not feeling that 100%, like, because when the Justice card comes out in the upright, any legal matters that you could be dealing with will go in your favor, which is good. But it could represent a great change, right? It's great upheaval, surprise, and change. But right now I feel as though, you know, it's the Justice card, but I just heard your just desserts. Taurus getting their just desserts. Take that however it resonates. Kind of enjoying the sweetness of the reward. After a long slog, there's no doubt about it. But you know, in the past energy, you have been manifesting, you have been working with spirit. The Three of Pentacles, earth energy, your energy. Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration, co-creation, working together, working in tandem with spirit, perhaps to create a home, create a path, right? Through things that feel desolate, that feel decaying, and that you and spirit like breathe new life into something. That's what I'm feeling here. It's a depiction of, it looks like fall energy, autumn energy. So in the past, it was kind of like you were going into your autumn season, where there was a sense of winding down. There was a sense of, I'm seeing hammering, nailing, like a shutter, putting shutters up for the winter, like boarding up things, like somebody having a summer home, boarding up things for winter time as they move to their winter home, right? Or winter, inner winter. So in the past energy, I just see you in spirit kind of making provisions, making sure that everything is tucked away and ready. With the Hanged Man in the reverse here, Hanged Man is Virgo energy. It shows me that you previously made some sacrifices, that you put yourself out there, that you wanted to get some very much needed perspective. And when you came back to spirit, you knew and were clear about what it is that you wanted to do. It was almost like you had to like go away from spirit to come back to spirit. So there could have been something, spirit's drawing my attention to something my mom gave me. It's just this thing that she found at like a store, and it says, life is tough, but so are you. Spirit like literally drew my attention to it. Life is tough, but so are you. So there could have been a reckoning period of your life where something happened to you and you might have lost faith for a second. And that's okay. Why not, right? We need to question everything. We need to question everything so that when we come back to it and we incorporate it back into our lives, then that faith is stronger than ever. At least that's what I believe. You never want to just believe something blindly just for the sake of it. You always have to question it. And even, like, I'll question spirit, sure. I mean, I go through some dark times, but then when I question spirit, spirit then shows me an example of why they're there, how they're showing up for me. And then it's like, okay, I'm sorry, I remember now. Forgive me for being human. Right? What was this thing in the past that you had to get perspective on, Spirit? For Taurus. King of Wands. I don't think, has this card come out yet for anybody? We're knee deep in the readings. I don't know, I can't remember. Look at that guy, pretty imposing. King of Wands, Aries energy, Leo energy. Could be divine masculine, father figure, husband, boss. I was asking Spirit what you needed to get the perspective on, and it was this energy, this person. The sun is starting to, it's almost the end of the day, but the sun has been very elusive. It's trying to break through. Just like here, sun is trying to break through. It's not there yet, but trying to get some illumination. This looks very imposing, doesn't it? Whoever this was, I don't feel this is your energy. I feel like this was the energy that you had to take a break from. Maybe it was just somebody's opinion. Somebody's obnoxious opinion that somehow hit you, though. It like hit deep. It hit you in a deep way. And you had to get some perspective on it. But I think you found your way back to Spirit. What's going on in the present energy? Four of Wands. It's beautiful. Creating a firm foundation, a solid foundation for oneself. This reminds me of Van Gogh's, oh God, the haystacks. I guess that's what that's called. Oh, I'm so terrible. I was an art major too. I can't remember what the painting is called. But he depicted a lot of haystacks in big fields in the countryside near his home. So it's almost like putting the cows out to pasture. There's a quietness to it, but the Four of Wands talks about a kind of celebration, talks about a firm foundation. It talks about how we've invested the work in, and now we can see the result of our hard work and our dedication to something. It is, however, clarified by the Chariot card in reverse. This is Cancer energy in the Major Arcana, number 7. And usually talks about a great victory, a great mastery over the light and the dark, right? The light and the dark, the shadow energies and the sunlight, and the illumination and the mystery. The Chariot card is all about a mastery over those two sides, the yin and the yang. But when it's in reverse, there's a little bit of stagnancy. So, I mean, all that really is telling me in this particular moment, before I pull the clarifier, is that you're comfortable, that maybe you don't want to, you're just like tired. Maybe you've been working hard, co-creating with Spirit, and, you know, here we need the time of our inner winter and rest, patience, right? Like, we need to relax. We need to regroup, recapture our energy. Why is the Chariot card in reverse? Two cards came out. Double 2. Wow. Double 4 on the table, double 2. The Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands in reverse. Let's talk about this guy. I don't think this card has come out for anybody. I'm trying to bring that into focus. Do you see what that is? That's a little raccoon with some kind of egg that he stole from somebody, little thief. So cute. Two of Pentacles talks about juggling, balancing, a deliberation over what to prioritize. So there could be something here that is causing some stagnancy because you may be feeling like you're about to lose your footing, right? Because I asked for clarifier for this Chariot card. Why are we stagnant? This card in reverse, Two of Wands. Two of Wands talks about directionality. Which direction do we choose? I do see you've already settled, right? Like you already know the direction you're going to move in. It's from one side to the other side. Here's that shadow and light. So beautifully illustrated here. The shadow and the light. He's clearly trying to go towards the light. At what cost is what I just heard. At what cost? This could be the question that you're asking yourself right now, because, you know, the way that justice shows up in our lives can be varied, right? It's not like somebody comes in and says, you've repaid all your karmic debt, Taurus, good for you. It doesn't come in like that. But it will start to show up in different ways that look like abundance or ease. Right? Conversations happening, doors opening. As we start to get into alignment with ourselves and our higher soul, our higher calling, the closer we get to it, the easier things seem to get for us. And kind of like the more we lean into the idea of surrender with this Death card and the Tower, and bringing these back up from the beginning of the reading, that we lean into change. And when we lean into change, that's when magic can happen, because we don't stifle flow. If it was going to happen, it was going to happen. Let's lean into it, right? In the future potential, another 4. That's where you get your 4-4 from. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. 4 of Pentacles can talk about holding on tightly to something, being in a protective mode, slightly defensive, feeling isolated. When it's in reverse, however, it's this opening up energy, opening up our heart chakra, our love, our life, perhaps, to others. The Page of Pentacles, to clarify that. I see this as someone else's energy, taking a slow and steady step forward towards you. Feels a little, you know, just like, what's going on over there, you know? That kind of craning the neck and seeing and surveying the situation on their part. Is it safe to approach? Is what I just heard. Is it safe to approach Taurus? And I think the answer is yes, as we may be coming out of this energy in the future potential, right? We've had our beauty sleep. That's what I just heard. Can you please clarify the Page of Pentacles? What are we walking towards? What will come of this connection? The Hierophant, beautiful energy. Number 5, the Major Arcana, Taurus energy. You showed up in your own reading. How spectacular. How spectacular. It's always good when you show up in your own reading as in the Major Arcana version of your sign, because it really cements, it really brings home the fact that I'm talking to Taurus, the Taurus contingent. There's a little doorway for the birds to enter in. There's respite here in this strength. The Hierophant is generally referred to as the Pope of the Tarot, somebody who is a link and a liaison between us and the divine. Doesn't have to always be represented by a person. The Hierophant can represent rules, standards, to me, this just represents strength. Strength. I love trees. The trees are my friends at this point in life. And so when I see a great tree like this, I'm just in awe. I'm just mesmerized by the beauty of trees and how much they serve us and how we need to serve them. See, even here, there's invitation, that invitation energy. So it's kind of reinforcing this, that you are inviting someone in. And I don't know if this is romantic or what, but it's beautiful. It's vulnerable, but not in a scary way. It's vulnerable in a productive way, in a way where you are, you know, you're connecting with spirit, and spirit's going to bring you blessings in all manner of form. You know, it could be money, it could be a person, it could be a community, it could be a job, a house, you know, an animal. I don't know. It's different for everybody, but like, you're open. And that's the most important part, Taurus, is that you're open, you're ready. You've paid your dues. You've been in a place of inner reflection, co-creation with spirit, right? Building your firm foundation. It's really beautiful reading. If it resonated, Taurus, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Taurus.